A man who has not passed through the infernal of his passions has never overcome them. Children learn by an adult's example, not by their words. Don't hold on to anyone who's leading, otherwise you won't meet the one who's coming. Don't rush to help those who haven't asked you to, because not everyone who is drowning needs a hand. Some want to drown. Even a happy life cannot be without a measure of darkness, and the word happy would lose its meaning if it were not balanced by sadness. Every form of addiction is bad, no matter whether the narcotic is alcohol, morphine, or idealism. Every human life contains a potential. If that potential is not fulfilled, then that life was wasted. Everything that irritates us about others can lead us to an understanding of ourselves. For better to come, good must stand aside. He who is afraid needs dependence, as a weakened man needs support. If a man knows more than others, he becomes lonely. If an attractive woman is single, it's because she's smarter than everyone else. If the path before you is clear, you are probably on someone else's. If you are a gifted person, it doesn't mean you got something. It means you can give something away. In each of us, there is another whom we do not know. Knowing your own darkness is the best method for dealing with the darkness of other people. Knowledge rests not upon truth alone, but upon error also. Life really does begin at 40. Up until then, you are just doing research. Man can endure the hardest trials if he sees meaning in them. The whole difficulty lies in creating that meaning. Man cannot stand a meaningless life. Man needs difficulties. They are necessary for health. Midlife is the time to let go of an overdominant ego and to contemplate the deeper significance of human existence. People grow like plants, some in light, others in shade. There are many who need shade, not light. People will do anything, no matter how absurd, to avoid facing their own souls. Shame is a soul-eating emotion. Shrinking away from death is something unhealthy and abnormal, which robs the second half of life of its purpose. The greatest and most important problems of life are all fundamentally insoluble. They can never be solved, but only outgrown. The healthy man does not torture others. Generally, it is the tortured who turn into torturers. The least of things with a meaning is worth more in life than the greatest of things without it. The meeting of two personalities is like the contact of two chemical substances. If there is any reaction, both are transformed. The privilege of a lifetime is to become who you truly are. The shoe that fits one person pinches another. There is no recipe for living that suits all cases. The soul needs your recklessness, not your wisdom. Thinking is difficult. That's why most people judge. To ask the right question is already half the solution of a problem. Until you make the unconscious conscious, it will direct your life, and you will call it fate. We cannot change anything until we accept it. Condemnation does not liberate. It oppresses. What did you do as a child that made the hours pass like minutes? Herein lies the key to your earthly pursuits. Where love rules, there is no will to power, and where power predominates, love is lacking. The one is the shadow of the other. Where wisdom reigns, there is no conflict between thinking and feeling. Where your fear is, there is your task. Wholeness is not achieved by cutting off a portion of one's being, but by integration of the contraries. You are not what happened to you. You are what you chose to become. You are what you do, not what you say you'll do. Your vision will become clear only when you can look into your own heart. Who looks outside dreams. Who looks inside awakes.